A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. And he's going to work this one down to about the 5. These are his numbers from last week's contest. A boatload of carries, 97 yards.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
On second and a couple. Jones. And Ingram's got him. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram, his second touchdown on the season. And the Giants take it right down and score on the opening drive. Looking sharp on that first drive. These guys, of course, coming off back-to-back victories. And you see that kind of advancing into this game, don't you?
You certainly do. And when you have a team that doesn't get too full of itself, even though they've won 2 games in a row, you get the end result that we saw there, that nice opening drive, because they're sharp, they're focused, and they're locked into everything that they're doing.
No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Winston and the Saints now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Play fake. Winston. They'll find its tight end. It's Adam Troutman. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. Took just one play to move all the way to the 44 as they try again on first down. A first carry now. This is Alvin Kamara. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up second down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for. One of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now on 2nd and 13. Winston. He gets this one complete to Traquan Smith. And some space here. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. CD, we have seen some great runs the last few times we've been together, but I think we could at least put this one in our top 5. That was a determined gallop there. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll go draw here. Winston hands to Kamara. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the Giants' 15-yard line. Now Winston. A throw over the middle, taken in by Troutman. And the Saints are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Saints passing game in sync and moving the football. It's a 1st down. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
They'll run it with Kamara. And he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Oftentimes when you see a running back get bunched up in the backfield, it's usually because the defensive tackle is eating up blockers for others to make the play. Not in this case.
They'll try to run it in. It's Kamara. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The kick by Lutz is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The offense takes the field, and we turn our attention to Saquon Barkley. We're in the 2nd quarter. They've got the lead. The lead, though, not so much because of the ground game, because of their air attack, Charles.
So what they're seeing so far is the possibility of things loosening up later in the ground game. Through the air first, maybe they have to start respecting that even more as the game goes on, and then there will be running lanes to find later.
Yeah, try to get him more involved here on this drive, maybe. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Back to throw. Jones to Barkley on the check down. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? Second and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion. Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley, and he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 7 yards there and a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up the first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
And he only manages a couple here down to about the 38-yard line.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Marshawn Lattimore. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. So this is something we didn't see at all from this offense in the victory last week. That's a turnover. They didn't have any, but giving the ball away here in the opening quarter.
I love the surprise in your voice, because it's exactly what you stated. Didn't see it last week, but it's a key to their win. And it'll be a key to this game as well, protecting the football. Didn't get it done there.
7 yards to pick up there.
If you're running out route, it's likely you're going to end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's McCoy, who is still down following the play. Appears shaken up. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. Jones and the Giants now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. Now Jones is going to put it in the hands of Barkley on the option. And he'll get this up only to about the 33. Demario Davis, Saints leading tackler last year, in on the stop that time.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
On 1st and 10, Jones. He dumps it off to Barkley. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Let's go. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley. He'll buy some time right. He'll get this out to Barkley complete. And he'll be out of bounds after a short pickup, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's third.
Well, to me, there was no question about the intent there, and I think he was a little fortunate that the penalty flag didn't come out for grounding. But he'll get away with it and get another shot on third down.
And he'll find Galladay. That's complete. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. Jones to Galladay there for a Giant first. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 6 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up 2nd down. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he'll get him a bit closer as he's down to the 2-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Looking to throw. Jones, flush to his right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Giants add on to their lead. Gano the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That time a 9-play drive. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Out onto the field comes New Orleans. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Jameis to throw it. Out of the backfield, that's complete to Kamara. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. They'll get this out to Kamara. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
And how about for Alvin Kamara? Another great year that he's coming off of as an all-around player, but especially as a pass catcher. 81 receptions each of his first 3 NFL seasons. Last year added 2 more to finish with 83, the most by any running back in the NFL.
They've got his man complete. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far. And never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Jameis again. And he's got him. It's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, New Orleans. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Saints are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Lutz good on the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. That time, 75-yard drive, 5 plays. And it ends with a touchdown for New Orleans. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, we'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Giants offense offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And we'll see what they opt to do with just 14 seconds remaining until intermission. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And he'll be out right at the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So he got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game.
Escaping the pressure right. Throwing deep for Galladay. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. Gano's kick is right through. And that will do it for this first half. All right, folks, eager to get back to this Week 4 matchup. We won't put up a fight. Okay, Coach, appreciate it. A one-touchdown game here as we get set to resume play in the second half. The Saints going to go on offense first, and they trail here as we begin quarter number 3. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Saints set to go here to begin the third quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline. Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And shutting him off, now open field. Still fighting for more. Touchdown, New Orleans. Alvin Kamara, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Saints are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Alvin Kamara, Charles, a guy from your alma mater there in Knoxville, and he has developed into a perennial Pro Bowler on the strength of big plays like we just saw there.
And what was impressive to me is not just how much he wanted it, but how he fashioned it. I mean, he was shedding tacklers left and right, evading tacklers left and right. And when you think about the energy it takes to ward guys off, that's really impressive. He still managed to keep his balance and turn this into a fantastic run.
Yeah, he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. Here's the Giants offense now getting set to start the third quarter. Their halftime lead now evaporated. We're back to level following that touchdown a moment ago. And the pass is intercepted. He was looking for Ingram. Picked up by Marcus Williams. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
Lutz with the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. And the Giants ready to come out now. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
Well, they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss loss of a yard.
Well, that's not exactly how they drew that one up, nor practiced it, because on first down, you're trying to get some yardage to set up second and third down calls. In this case, had to drop it off to his running back. But, boy, they closed quickly on that one and stopped him behind the line of scrimmage.
4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. Back to throw. Jones eluding the pressure right. To the right and complete to Galladay. And he will have a Giants first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs. Now Jones on 1st and 10. Finds his tight end Ingram. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
And we always say, and I absolutely believe it, Evan Ingram is a wide receiver in the tight end's frame. 63 catches last year, en route to his first Pro Bowl nomination.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he'll snag about 5 yards down to the 32.
I have to think a major focus at the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
4th down after the New Orleans defense holds serve. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Gano's kick is good, and that'll bring him back within 4. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps him inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
After knocking through the field goal, here's Gano back out there now for the kickoff. And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Alvin Kamara and the Saints set to start their next drive. He's had a good third quarter. He likes whatever adjustments were made at halftime, whether those were team adjustments or just him talking to himself.
And whatever that...
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Give the sack to Lorenzo Carter. A CD, you know, so often we talk about quarterbacks holding on to the ball too long. Well, we can't say that there. He had no time to do much of anything. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Now a throw here, hauled in. And he's got some space here. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. Jameis now on 1st down. They'll set up the screen now to Kamara. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Again, it's Winston. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Here comes the Saints punter now. We have played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And this will pin him back deep. That's going to kick out of bounds right at about the 7-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now Jones, flushed out right. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end there, Kyle Rudolph. And that'll bring up second down.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball, and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 30. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
The Giants on third down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. They're looking at third and a few inches. And he gets it to the 34. Good enough for the first. Give him the third down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Each team has its own terminology. Some people call it jumbo, some call it monster, some call it king. But it doesn't really matter. They brought in the big lumber to pick up that first down.
Yeah, you think about goal line defense with the goal line offense that time getting it done. Now Saquon Barkley. And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. On 2nd and 7, Jones. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
On first down, Barkley. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards that time, a stark contrast from the big chunk on the previous play.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Escaping the pressure right. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up third down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Looking to throw. Jones. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Giants are going to jump back in front. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. Out is the Saints offense now as they get ready to take over here. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. To throw is Winston. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Tay Crowder in there to drop him for a loss on the play. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. And they'll try and run the option to pick it up. And a penalty flag down as he gets only about a yard. Now let's listen in on the call. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it'll be Giant football, 1st and 10. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. So now the Giants set to take over on offense. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. 40 yards on the ground for him so far.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. So it's Giants football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead. And, boy, he is very close to a 1st down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll run with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now it looks like he'll throw here. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now we've got a Giant player here slow to get up after that last play. While the trainers take a look, we'll step aside. Throwing, Jones. Eluding the pressure right. Pass incomplete. Evan Ingram was the intended target, but it's going to be 2nd down.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Jones throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Absolutely ideal there. Get a good size play, get out of bounds.
Well, you saw the coaching there. That is taught and it is emphasized. Get out of bounds, understand your situation, as well as just understanding the game.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Throw left side, complete to Ingram. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him.
We play to win.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Daniel Jones with now 2 fourth-quarter touchdowns. And the Giants are able to grow their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris. Winston and the Saints now down by 10. A little over 80 ticks to go. A 4th straight defeat looming on the horizon, barring a comeback here as they've got it with a 1st down. He's going to let it fly. Oh, a leap, and he will make the catch. And he's able to get this down deep on the Giants side of the field. Winston. That's complete to Troutman right side. And he takes this one into the end zone. And all of a sudden, here in the final minute, things get a little bit tighter. Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now second down. So second down. Still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43. From the gun, Jones. This one is Slayton over the middle. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs. Oh, no, he lost the football. But this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first. Can almost see inside his face mask there, the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone came around the lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown. So a little icing on the cake there before the clock hits all zeros.
What a way to finish things off. Exactly what you want. Not much time and a touchdown to put things away.
Extra point try good by Gano. And his guys will take a 10-point lead.
Saints, 31.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. On the return, Deontay Harris. Well, in this one, Carter, we had some action all the way down to the final whistle there with the late points and then the kickoff to end it.
Yeah, and the best part about it is just seeing how teams battled all the way to the end, you know. Didn't really matter. Scoreboard was pretty well set, but they still competed until the final whistle.
So for the Giants, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Saints, they'll sink now to 0-4, and they'll try to rebound next week.